Now I can see your screen.
Hi guys. Everybody here? Not yet. I have Lucelena, Lorena, Valeria, Carolina, America, Antonio, Armando, Claudia, Yasmin, Argelia. Who else? Who is missing? Claudia and Daniela. We're missing Claudia and Daniela. I hope they join us soon.
I'm
Next.
here, teacher.
Ah, there you are. I'm sorry, Claudia. I don't know why I misread your name.
Don't
So
worry.
we're missing Daniela and I can't remember who are we missing. America. America and Daniela. Okay.
Yes, the teacher, Argelia, no?
Oh, ahí America. Here you are. Argelia. Yes, teacher Argelia. No,
Yes.
Argelia is here.
Yeah, I'm here, teacher.
Oh my gosh, what is happening with me? Okay. So there. Let's begin. Can you please read the screen?
The rise to fame.
The rise to fame. That's right. What do you see in the picture?
Some handsome boys.
In plural?
Yes, no? Ah, no, it's the same.
No, it's the same. So the picture is about Tom Cruise. The rise to fame. What is the rise to fame? When you go up in fame. The rise to fame. Okay, guys, what do you know about your favorite celebrity? No answers. Okay, what about the next question? How did your favorite celebrity become famous? No answers. Okay. Do you know who Russell Watson is?
No.
Okay.
No.
No, I don't know him.
Okay, we're gonna go in sessions and please ask and answer the questions with a classmate. I'm gonna send you the images on the WhatsApp group so everybody can ask and answer, please. Oh my gosh. There. Please, let's go in sessions.
Everything in life is a negotiation. When you cross the street is a negotiation. Getting your car.
Guys, did you see the video?
We sang.
No. I just
Yes.
listen.
But you couldn't see the video?
No.
No.
All right. I apologize for it. I tried to show you a video of this guy, but you listened to the audio, right? He was singing.
Yes.
Did you know that
Yes.
song?
No.
No.
No, teacher.
You never heard that song before?
No.
Well,
No.
what do you think about him? Is he a good singer?
Yes.
Yes.
It's kind of good singer.
What?
I heard this song before with a group of women, like it's called like Celtic or Celtic woman.
I don't know.
Yes.
This became famous after the 9/11 attack on the Twin Towers in New York City. But he's not American. He is British. How can you imagine he became famous? No ideas?
No.
Maybe he
That's
composed.
why.
Maybe he composed the lyric for someone who died in that accident.
Maybe he composed. Maybe he composed. That's right. Another idea?
By his voice.
Because of his voice. Okay. Another idea?
Maybe he participate in a program.
Maybe. Now, let's read an article about Russell Watson. Go ahead and read it, please. Tell me when you're ready, guys.
Ready.
Good. Is
Finished.
everybody finished? Perfect.
Finish.
Oh,
Finished.
I don't. Yes, that's good. Now, how did he become famous?
Yeah, done teacher.
How did he become famous, guys?
He
Well,
became famous by, I'm sorry, by singing like a talent show or something like that.
Yes.
well, he sang in a radio talent contest and won. Well, that was the first like step.
Okay. What else?
He
When
started
she
singing
sang,
full time. I'm sorry. I think
Okay.
he started singing in a clubs full time.
Can you read the question, please? Let me see. Who just started? Luz Elena?
What do you think about him was is just like what could have happened if he hadn't done any of the things he did?
It's a question. So the intonation is different of the things he did. Now I'm going to share you these two screens and we'll go in teams. Oh my goodness. Between the internet and my cell phone broken, it's a little difficult. Can you take a picture of this screen, please?
Yes, of course.
All right. And I'm going to share the other one, the article with you. And let's go in session so you guys can ask and answer with your classmates, please. There, let's go. Hello, guys. Did you finish all the questions?
Hello, teacher.
Yes? So, what do you think about him? Was it just luck?
Oh.
Yeah? What could have happened if he hadn't done any of the things he did?
Maybe he changed his career for another one.
Maybe. Yeah, that's right. Another opinion?
Maybe he didn't become a famous person.
Maybe. So, let's listen to a group of friends that read the article and listen to their opinions. Okay? Listen to the opinions and tell me who do you agree with and why. Are you ready?
Yes.
Rise to fame. 1. Getting started. B. Listen to the students talk about Russell Watson's career. Which comments do you agree with? Dennis.
It's a good thing he entered that contest. If he hadn't won, he might not have had the confidence to become a singer.
Brian.
And who knows what would have happened if he'd stayed in school? Maybe he would have done something entirely different.
Stephanie.
well, I think he would have found a way to be a singer. In fact, if he had continued his education, he could have had formal training and gotten an earlier start as a singer.
Anne,
Yeah, maybe. Anyway, it was pretty brave of him to quit his job. If he hadn't quit and gotten a manager, he might not have had a singing career at all.
Kathleen,
What amazes me is that he had enough nerve to sing something from an opera in a club. If he had only sung pop songs, he wouldn't have realized how much people loved his opera voice.
Okay, guys, so who do you agree with?
I agree with Dennis because if he didn't want, he would not feel confident to try it again.
Perfect. What about the rest of you guys? Who do you agree with?
I'm agree with Dennis.
I
The same reason.
I agree.
I agree.
Yes, I agree. Yeah.
I agree.
Okay. Perfect. Who else? What about the rest of you guys?
I agree with Brian because he said that maybe he could no. He had the same opinion as me that maybe he find another job. Right?
Maybe. Okay. What about the rest of you guys?
Well, I agree with Kathleen because he took the risk to sing opera. So maybe if he hadn't done that, the audience maybe hadn't known about his skills.
All right. Now let's listen and read at the same time.
page 98, Unit 10, Fame. Lesson A, The Rise to Fame. 1. Getting started. B. Listen to the students talk about Russell Watson's career. Which comments do you agree with? Dennis,
It's a good thing he entered that contest. If he hadn't won, he might not have had the confidence to become a singer.
Brian,
And who knows what would have happened if he'd stayed in school? Maybe he would have done something entirely different.
Stephanie,
Well, I think he would have found a way to be a singer. In fact, if he had continued his education, he could have had formal training and gotten an earlier start as a singer.
Anne,
Yeah, maybe. Anyway, it was pretty brave of him to quit his job. If he hadn't quit and gotten a manager, he might not have had a singing career at all.
Kathleen,
What amazes me is that he had enough nerve to sing something from an opera in a club. If he had only sung pop songs, he wouldn't have realized how much people loved his opera voice.
Okay, guys. So who do you agree with? The same? Or do you have another opinion?
In my case, the same. I agree with Dennis.
For me too. I'm agree with Brian.
I agree.
I agree with Brian.
Okay, is that it?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so let's take a look at this little story and complete the sentences. How can we complete the sentence number 1? If Russell Watson had stayed in school, maybe he
Would?
Would have.
He would have.
He could have.
Could or would?
Well, I say could.
You say could?
I say would.
Would.
So others. So would, just like that, he would had. Like that, he would had. It's incomplete. It's missing something.
Have.
So the answer, what?
Would have.
Would have.
Have
Would.
had.
Would have had. Would have. Would have.
Had.
Would have had. Aha. Perfect. What about number 2?
Haven't.
Haven't
won.
Hasn't won.
Hadn't won. Perfect. That is correct, guys. What are we looking at? What conditionals are these? Actually,
Third conditional.
the third conditional. Yes, the third conditional. Perfect. Grammar. Talking hypothetically about the past. You can use sentences with if to talk hypothetically about the past. Use the past perfect form in the if clause and the past modal in the main clause. Give me one little second. There. Oh my gosh. There. So let's take a look at this. If Watson had stayed in school, maybe he would have done something entirely different. Check, we are talking about the past. Everything is about the past. This is about the past, and this is about the past. That deep, well, anyways, let's continue. The next one is, if he hadn't won the talent contest, he might not have had the confidence to become a singer. Wow. Models. And if he had continued his education, he could have gotten formal music training. When we have a question about the past, hypothetical questions about the past, what would have happened if he had stayed in the school? Would he have become a singer? Now, let's check out some answers for the first question. What would have happened if he had stayed in school? What can we say for the answer? If he had stayed in school, he, can you continue? Now we use a model. Like somebody said, he could, and then we use the model perfect, which is have. He could have. How does the verb go after the perfect tense?
Past participle.
Past participle, right? He could have studied medicine. Or started his own business. Or another idea, guys? Worked in a different career. Yes? Or we can say he might have discovered his talent later on. Correct? Now that's a possibility. And this is in positive. What about in negative? If he had stayed in school, he might not have discovered his talent. Do you agree?
Yes.
What if I want to say would instead of might? Is that correct? He would not have discovered his talent? This
He
is a little
wouldn't
bit...
have.
He wouldn't.
Have.
He wouldn't have discovered his talent. Maybe this is a little bit too strong, don't you think?
Okay, so when you would, it's like assuring that he would.
Yes, that's
Okay.
right. It's like you are 100% sure.
Yeah, I think might could suit better for that.
That is the perfect word to say. Suits better. Might not have discovered. Yes, it's a possibility. Now, another idea, guys. If he hadn't, no. Now, this is the possibility of what that didn't happen. Okay, so he didn't stay in school. So we use if plus the unreal situation. If he had stayed, because he didn't stay. Now he quit school, right? The real event is that in the past, he quit school. That's the real event. Real event, he quit school. So how do we say it in the hypothetical? In the hypothetical, we use the if, past perfect, negative. If he hadn't. Quit school. Yes. Then we use he would have What do you think would have happened with him? Finish his career. Oh. And what else, guys? He would have finished his career. And what else? Finish needs an ed. Can you imagine something else?
And have a different job, or have a job according to his career.
Or got married?
He would have finished his career and gotten married, right?
Yes.
That's right. That's very good. Perfect. Now, an answer for the yes no question. Would he have become a singer? What would the answer be? Yes, he would.
He would have.
Or no,
He wouldn't
he
have.
No, he wouldn't have.
wouldn't have. Oh my gosh. There you go. Now let's take a look at another story. Okay, different story. Let's read this review about this book. Can you read the title, Argelia, please? The title of the book.
Yes, it says The Millionaire Next Door.
The Millionaire Next Door. And the activity. Can you read, please, America, the activity?
Read this track about the famous author, then complete the sentences.
Yes, remember, we're using the third conditional. I'm going to send you the image of this slide so you can go in Teams and resolve it in Teams. And I have it, and I don't know where is it. Okay. There. Let's go in Teams and I'll send the pictures to you, okay? Hello, Kantomi.
Hi.
Did you finish the activity?
No, teacher.
You didn't finish?
No.
No? First of all, before we continue, tell me, what do you think of the story?
I didn't read the story.
No? Okay. You went straight for the activity. That's good. Excellent. So who has the answer for the first one? Let's work on number one. If Thomas Stanley had been satisfied with his career. So we have the if, okay, talking hypothetically about the past. So we use the past perfect, had been. Why do we use been? Is the past participle of the verb be, correct?
Yes.
The past participle of be. So if Stanley had been satisfied with his career, he wouldn't have taken. We have this because it's the verb in the brackets say not take. And as a result of the if, the result of the if is in the model. In this case, the model would. Why?
Like that.
Because we are certain he wouldn't have taken time off from work and he
Might not
My night
Have written.
have
might
already
not,
didn't.
he might not have written. There you go. He might not have written The Millionaire Next Door. Very good. Okay. What about next one? Number two. If Stanley and Danko's book, again, we have the conditional if. talking about the past. So if I have the if about the past, how do I say my sentence?
Hadn't been.
Hadn't been.
Hadn't been. There you go. Hadn't been so successful and continue.
Hadn't made.
Hadn't made.
Hadn't made. There you go. The bestseller list, Stanley
Might not have written.
Might
might
not
have
Might not have written.
his next best-selling book. Perfect. So far, so good?
Yes, teacher.
Great. Number 3. If Stanley
had continued.
had continued his job at the university, he
hadn't.
Have.
This is the result of
Wouldn't
the
have made.
Wouldn't have made.
Wouldn't have made.
He wouldn't have.
Wouldn't.
He wouldn't what?
Have made.
Have made. There you go. Next, he probably
Wouldn't.
Might not have become.
He probably might. Okay, it's not common to connect probably with might, but it's common to connect probably with would. So he probably wouldn't have. And then how do we use the verb become in participle?
The same, become.
It is the same. Is he wouldn't have become a millionaire himself if he, again, we have that.
Wouldn't have decided.
No, we have the conditional if.
Had decided.
Hadn't decided.
Hadn't decided.
Hadn't decided. To write about millionaires. There. Next, on the other hand, if Stanley, one more time, we have our conditional.
Hadn't
become.
Hadn't become.
Hadn't what?
Become.
Become.
Hadn't become famous. He, now we have the result. The result of the hypothesis. How do we use it?
He could
have enjoyed.
Have enjoyed.
He could have enjoyed a quiet life as a professor. Very good, guys. Any questions so far? Or are you ready for the next exercise?
Yes, no.
Yes.
If we use might when we talk probability,
Yeah.
why we can use in the number 3, he probably.
It's not common to connect probably with might. It's not very common. It's not incorrect, but it's just not common. The common term or the common model with probably is would. Because probably would is the same as, where is it? Might. Okay. Luz Elena?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. And would is more like 100% sure.
Yes. Would is 100% sure. My probability and could possibility.
A possibility. So we'll
Uh-huh.
say that could is between, what do you like, 70 to 90%?
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's just an estimate. Okay, it's not a rule. And might would be, I don't know, between 30 to 60%.
Okay.
Yeah, do you like that? Is that
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
you will see different scales in different books, but they are all pretty much the same. Okay,
Yes.
and again, probably would, it could be, it would land between the 30 to 60%.
Okay. Okay.
Something like that. Any questions, guys?
No.
Okay, let's go for the next activity then.
Okay.
Can you read, please? Who do I have here? America, can you read, please?
Okay. Write a paragraph about something lucky that has happened to you. Why was it lucky? How would your life have been different if it hadn't happened? Choose a topic below.
Okay, can you read with me? Is not happened, is happened.
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 Yeah, write a paragraph about something lucky that has happened to you.
Okay.
Why was it lucky?
Why was I lucky?
Now, this is the main question that I want you guys to answer. How would your life have been different if it hadn't happened?
How would your
Now,
life?
you're going to choose a topic and only one. A hobby, a job you got, a person you met, or a trip you took, or your own idea, whatever you think. Now, do you want to see an example?
Yes.
Perfect. Let's see an example. Armando, can you please read?
Sure. Okay, meeting my husband is the luckiest thing that has ever happened to me. We never would have met if my air conditioning hadn't broken down one Saturday. It was so hot that I decided to go to the beach, and that's where I met Jack. And Jack wouldn't have been there if we hadn't met that day. I probably would have married my high school sweetheart.
There. So what we have here is something that happened to the girl. Meeting my husband is the luckiest thing that has ever happened to me. Okay? Real. The real event. Now, hypothetical. We never would have met if my air conditioning hadn't broken down one Saturday. Now, this is the hypothetical event that is not true. It didn't happen. Okay. Then it was so hot that I decided to go on the beach, and that's where I met Jack. This is real. Okay. Real event. And the next it says, and Jack wouldn't have been there if, is this real or hypothetical?
Hypothetical.
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 We have, if we hadn't met that day, I probably would have married my high school sweetheart. Is that real or hypothetical?
Hypothetical?
Hypothetical.
Hypothetical.
Yes. Hypothetical. Not real. All right. Now, all you have to do is write a story about something that happened to you. You can choose any topic. A hobby you started, a job you got, a person you met, or a trip you took. Okay. What happened to you? What is the real thing that happened to you? Can you share with me right now? Can somebody give me an idea about something that happened to you?
Well, I start exercising.
You started.
Yeah, started, sorry.
So Armando, oh my gosh, what am I doing? Started exercising. Oh my gosh. When?
A year ago.
That's the real event. Now, how do you say this event in the opposite sense? Not real. Hypothetical sentence.
Okay. Okay.
If Armando, what, ladies and gentlemen? If Armando what?
Hadn't started.
Hadn't started.
Hadn't started exercising. What else? He would or he wouldn't? He wouldn't have a condition he has now.
He wouldn't have a condition.
Correct?
Okay.
What do you think? Somebody else? Another idea? America, Argelia, Luz, Lorena, Carolina, Claudia.
I'm thinking, teacher. I need.
You have your ideas here. A hobby you started, a job you got, a person you met, a trip you took, a course you started.
Yeah, but I don't know how to start the
Real event. Real event. I started.
I bought a car 3 years ago.
I bought a car 3 years ago. Very good. Now, not real, hypothetical.
If she hadn't,
If I, because I wrote it with I. If I hadn't
bought the car.
The car, yeah. Result, what is the result? I
would have much money today.
I would have what? More money?
More money today.
Today.
I will
There
have.
you go.
Okay.
Perfect. There you go. Another idea? Somebody else wants to say something different? No? Okay. Do you want to go in teams so you guys can help each other out, or you want to do it individually?
I think individually for this time.
Perfect. All right. Go ahead and think about the real thing that happened to you. Okay.
Okay.
Once again, it could be a hobby, a job, a person, a trip, or any other thing. Whatever happened to you in the past, real event. Okay.
Okay.
And then you start going from there. How would your life have been different if the opposite would have happened? Okay, when you're finished with your topic, please let me know. Tell me what happened to you. Hey guys, are you there? Yeah,
Yes,
Jasmine,
teacher.
tell me what happened to you.
Me?
Yeah, what happened to you?
No, I didn't finish.
You're not finished. Okay, think about what happened to you, okay? Think,
Okay.
what happened to you? Carolina, what happened to you?
Okay. I went to Mexico City 6 years ago. If
Okay,
I
hold on,
hadn't
hold on.
gone,
Good, that's what I want you guys to do. Just what happened, okay? If you have the full sentence, it's okay, Carolina, but I want to ask everybody if you have your real event. Only your real event. So Carolina went to Mexico City 6 years ago. Thank you, Carolina. I'll come back to you, okay?
okay.
Angelia, what happened to you?
Just the idea or the whole test?
Yeah, just the topic. Just what? No, just what happened to you?
I started working at
What
home.
happened to you? You started working at home. Perfect.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Now you can go from there. Claudia, what happened to you?
I didn't pass FC exam 5 years ago.
Ah, that's too bad. Yeah, that's a good one. Yes, go ahead and go from there.
And
Yeah.
I wrote, if I had passed the FC exam, I would have gotten my certification.
Very good. Yes, continue, please. Continue like that. Lucelena, what do you have?
I took an art class.
Very good. That's a good one. Continue, please. Okantomi?
I traveled to Antarctica 5 years ago.
Awesome. It's interesting. Thank you, Okantomi. Continue with that one. America, what do you have?
Oh, I take the course of English.
I took
Took
the English course.
English course.
Perfect. Continue with that one, okay? Just like that. Armando, what do you have?
Well, if it's not a problem, I'm using the same one, but I added the fact that I used to weigh more than 100 kilos.
Perfect. Yes, continue with more, please. Do at least 3 or more ideas. 3 or
Okay.
4. Lorena, what do you have? Lorena is not here?
I got a job many years ago.
Okay, be a bit more specific. You got a job where?
In a school.
In which school?
In a private school.
What's the name of the private school?
CBT Paraíso.
Perfect. So you got a job in Cebetec Paraíso 7 years ago. Okay? Continue with that. Continue. If I hadn't gotten the job in Tibet, how would your life be different today? Okay, Lorena?
Okay.
Perfect. Continue, please. Valeria, what do you have?
I started working as a teacher 7 years ago.
Very good. Very good. Thank you. Continue with that one, okay? Jasmine.
Okay.
What do you have?
Met my husband on internet chat.
I met
my husband on internet chat.
on an internet chat.
On an
On an internet chat. And complete is on an internet chat group. All right, now who is finished? Carolina, are you
Almost,
finished?
teacher.
Caro, are you finished, Caro?
Just one part.
Okay, continue working with the other.
I went. Okay, may I? If you want, I can read the.
Yes, please go ahead.
For example, I went to Mexico City 6 years ago. If I hadn't gone to Mexico, I couldn't have become a principal from my school.
Excellent, that's good. Can you add one or two more ideas?
Yes.
Perfect, thank you. Who else is finished?
I'm finished, teacher.
Go ahead, Valeria, tell me.
Okay, if I hadn't started working as a teacher, I probably wouldn't have developed my skills as a teacher.
Yeah, that's right. Yes, that's good. Is that it, or is there more?
That is.
Can you add one or two more ideas?
Yes.
Thank you. Somebody else is finished?
Me, teacher.
Go ahead, Argelia.
Okay, it says, I started working at home a year ago. I'm sorry, 1 year ago. If I hadn't started working at home, I wouldn't have the opportunity to save some money.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it is correct to say save.
Save.
Or, yeah.
I wouldn't have had
Not
the
earn,
opportunity.
just like save some money.
I wouldn't have had the opportunity to save.
Have had.
The opportunity.
I wouldn't have had the opportunity to save money. Yeah, with ed, right?
No.
Yes.
No. It's infinitive. To save. The infinitive is the article to plus the verb in simple.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
To save money. Yes.
Save some money. Yeah, that's good. Can you add a little, one or two more ideas?
Okay.
Yeah, guys, who is finished?
I don't know if is it correct, teacher.
Tell me.
Okay. If I hadn't met my husband on an internet chat group, I wouldn't have met my beautiful daughter.
I wouldn't have had.
Have had met?
No, no met. Did you conceive your daughter, or is she the daughter of your new husband?
We conceive our daughter.
Then it's not met. Is you wouldn't have had.
I wouldn't have had
my beautiful daughter.
Okay. Thanks.
You're welcome. Who else is finished?
Me, teacher.
Go ahead, tell me.
I took an English course 15 days ago. If I hadn't started practicing English, I wouldn't have met interesting people.
Perfect. I wouldn't have met.
Okay, thank you.
Perfect, America. Can you do a couple more sentences, please?
Okay.
Who else? Is everybody finished or not yet?
Teacher, I have to go.
Why?
Because my daughter is crying too loud.
Okay, it's okay. All right. Are you coming back, or I'll see you tomorrow?
I think see you tomorrow.
All right, see you tomorrow, Yasmin.
Yes, thank you. Bye.
Bye. Guys?
Teacher,
Yes.
I have a question.
Yes.
In the last part, it says, well, of the examples, it says, if I wouldn't have had,
Yes.
it is the correct structure. I
Yes.
wouldn't have had, and then the verb.
Yes, I wouldn't had. No, no verb. The verb is have.
Ah, okay, yes. I wouldn't have had the okay, yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. Nobody else?
Yes, I have finished.
Okay, can I hear?
Yes, I started exercising 1 year ago, since I used to weigh more than 100 kilos. If I hadn't started exercising, I wouldn't have lost an important amount of weight. I needed to lose some weight back then because I had a surgery and it was more dangerous to be that fat. Now I realize that if I hadn't decided to change my habits, I wouldn't have made it to this day.
Oh my goodness, is that real?
Yes, it's real.
Well, good for you, man. How are
Thanks.
you doing with the exercise?
Well, Barry, it was a really good opportunity to improve my life. So I have lost like 30 kilos since then.
30 kilos?
Yes, 30.
Wow, that's a lot, sir.
Yes.
How do you feel now?
Well, way better than before. We are now, well, suffering because of the pandemic, but yes, I feel good.
That's good, man. That's good. Thank you, Armando. Thank you.
Thank
All
you.
right, guys, if you are finished or you're not finished, let's go in sessions so you can share your stories with your classmates, okay?
Okay, teacher.
There, let's go, please. Hi, Carolina. Did you
Hi.
finish?
Yes, I think so.
Perfect.
If you want, I can read it.
No, 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 it's okay. How was the class?
I think it's a difficult topic, but the class was okay. At the beginning, I feel like out of place because of the topic, but
But did you get a glimpse of it? Did you feel comfortable using the grammar?
yes, but I think it's not common to use it in the real life. So
Yes, it
even
is.
you know the grammar, it is difficult to do it.
Actually, it is very common. Okay, we use it all the time. In fact, when at the beginning of the class, I asked you the question, "What do you think of Russell? Russell what?
Russell?
Russell Watson? I can't remember his name now." And you guys, some of you shared your opinions, and you use the simple past, which is common to do. We use the simple past, but that's the incorrect tense when you speak about hypothetical situations in the past. So you guys switched it good. You guys did perfect. You guys did great. Any questions, guys?
No
Nope.
questions.
No? How was the class?
Very interesting.
Easy.
Piece of cake.
Piece of cake. Excellent. That's good. I have some work for you guys. I sent 5 screenshots, I believe, with exercises about the third conditional. Yes, you can do that as homework. And as always, you can share your answers with your classmates on the WhatsApp group. You can ask your questions in the WhatsApp group, and we'll check answers real quick tomorrow. Got it? Yes?
Okay, teacher. Yes.
Perfect. Any questions?
Okay, teacher, thank you.
Actually,
Now yet, maybe tomorrow.
Maybe tomorrow. Yes. What about what's up, Armando?
no, no, I say no. Actually, no. Actually, I don't have any question.
Great. Now, I apologize for yesterday's class. When would you guys like to recover it? On Friday or on Saturday?
Friday.
Friday.
Yeah, Friday.
On
Friday.
Friday.
Sure, I can on Friday and Saturday because I work all the weekend. So
Sorry. Will you be okay watching the video?
yes.
Okay. And if you have any questions, you can go ahead and ask me the questions on the chat, or you can give me a call if you have to.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you very much, guys. If there is nothing else, we're finished for today.
Okay, teacher, thank you.
Okay, teacher.
Bye,
See you
teacher. Have a nice
tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
See you
Bye.
tomorrow. Have a nice evening.
Thank you. Same to you.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.